Hey, what up everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you. I'm on my lunch. I'm about to enjoy my Arnold Palmer half and half drink here for you. Half iced tea, half lemonade. Of course I bought light because I'm an idiot with a third less calories. But before I left for work today, I was able to catch up on a YouTube video from my good buddy, Click 30 partner, Ravi Assault and Battery 777. He made a video with his thoughts on Shawn Michaels coming out of retirement for one more match. Honestly, I have mixed feelings on this. And honestly, to say it, you know what? I honestly agree with almost everything that Ravi said in his video. He made a great video with some great points. Sort of an original topic that not many people are making videos out there about. So make sure you go check that out. But I have mixed feelings about Shawn coming back. Shawn Michaels was a guy that I always knew that once he got into the ring, we would be able to get the most out of this guy. But at the same point, I feel lucky enough that I was able to say that I was at his last match, and that last storyline that he went through with him and The Undertaker, where he put his career on the line, because you could tell that on the inside, he knew that he made one small mistake at WrestleMania 25, almost like a show-off moonsault out of the corner that he thought was going to be that move that finished off The Undertaker. The Undertaker was playing possum, or was able to recover, and he was able to get up, and he was able to grab Michaels off the moonsault and just tombstone him into the ground to end his career. You know, the way Michaels rode off into the sunset just made for a picture-perfect moment for WWE fans to say that, that was Shawn's last match, and, we had been able to see his career. I believe his first WrestleMania was WrestleMania 6, I want to say. Not 100% sure if he was at WrestleMania 5 or not, but, how his career, blossomed and groomed. He wasn't somebody who just came in and was shotgunned right to the top. He was, on the bottom tier of tag teams, rode that up to, where we've been able to now to see that there's a tag match where he won the tag team championships, but was never able to wear them because the ring broke and all that crap. And then, progressing out of the tag team after breaking up with Marty Jannetty, moving up to, being a Intercontinental Champion, to a Royal Rumble winner, to, beating, Bret Hart, one of the best wrestlers in the world at that time, to become a WWF champion, and from them just growing on to become a legend. With Shawn retiring, you have to really look at it, from both sides. He sort of made a promise to The Undertaker that to go out there and have a great match, because this is going to be the one that he hung his career on, and he wasn't going to be able to come back, because at that point, Ric Flair hadn't broken that promise that he made to him. Flair sort of handpicked his opponent, and Shawn Michaels, saying that's the guy that he wanted to go out with, and because of Shawn was at the top at that point, and knew that it was somebody that he was going to be able to get in the ring with and just drag every last niche of Ric Flair out and put it out there on the ring. Since then, when Flair retired, it was one of the best send-offs in WWF history. And, Eric Bischoff and Hulk Hogan were able to talk him into coming back and wrestling, and it just honestly meaning nothing. I mean, if you can honestly sit here, close your eyes, and really think of any match in TNA that he had that meant anything, excluding the Jay Lethal match, even that, you could argue that I don't even really think that helped Jay Lethal. I don't think he has one match in TNA that meant anything. You can say that, maybe you have some feeling towards it because it's Flair's last match when he wrestled against Mick Foley, and that's Mick Foley's last match as well. To see these guys wrestle one last time in the Impact Zone against each other and go out because of the way, they're just had heat between the guys, and they were able to put it out. By the time they retired from their careers, they would be able to put that behind them and be able to call themselves friends. But we got the most out of Shawn Michaels. I mean, you can say that, WrestleMania 14, Shawn Michaels retired because of his back problems, and you can easily say that was the last time we thought we were ever going to be able to see him. They did that long, stringy angle that there was heat between Triple H and Shawn Michaels about who the real star was. And finally, Shawn Michaels came back at SummerSlam 2002, and who knew what we were going to get? That was a 5-star drag out. That wasn't even a match. It was just a flat-out fight. That is a match that I think every wrestling fan should go back and watch, just because, see these two guys just beat the holy hell out of each other. Michaels didn't even put, his tights on or boots on for the match. He wrestled in jeans and, cowboy boots because, it's a fight. It wasn't a match. But, to think that, that was all we thought we were going to see. We thought really that Michaels was just coming back for this one match, and then later that led to a rematch, which led to Michaels winning the World Heavyweight Championship in an Elimination Chamber, and then Michaels dropping the belt, and then us thinking that maybe that was it. That was all we were going to see of Shawn. And then we just rode on from there. And how long did he wrestle from there? He wrestled from 2000. He wrestled for 8 more years. That's crazy that, we thought we were just getting him for this one more time. I'm not going to call Shawn a sellout. If he thinks he can come out and he can bring it one more time, I'm honestly all for it. I'll watch the match, and it is what it is. But I think Shawn, when you look at his Twitter and you follow the words that he says, very rarely does he ever follow with what's going on with Monday Night Raw. He might catch a show here or there, but his life now is more about his family, more about hunting, his TV show, whatever the shit he sells of his bow and arrows or whatever it is. But, he's, sort of forged out into a different thing to become this top star in the world of hunting. And I guess he gets a little bit of a break, because I'm sure that there's hunting fans that are wrestling fans that go off and they watch his show, and how hard it is for everybody else in the world that's just a really good hunter that, should have their own show, and he's able to be, gain a little bit of the following off there. And I'm sure there's people in the world out there that watch his show that don't even really know that he's a previous wrestling star or anything like that. But if Shawn does come back, it can't be against anybody. You can build up this teacher versus student storyline with, Daniel Bryan against him. You could do Triple H versus Shawn Michaels and have that, Shawn stand up against Triple H, is saying that he's not running the WWE right, and this isn't the hunter that he knows, and he's going to go out and he's going to beat him at WrestleMania, and maybe this is the mystery man that's going to help Vince McMahon get... Is there any worse time for a car alarm right now? But, just have him say that, he's going to, beat some respect into him, and that, Hunter isn't the guy that should be running it, and give the control back to Vince, or just... Fuck, I mean, who wouldn't want to see Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels 3? There's some people out there that say the match might drop off a little bit, but honestly, when you watch 25, when you watch 26, it's hard to pick, which one is going to be the better one. But of course, now this is 27, 28, 29. This is 4 years later. What do they really have left in the tank? But we can all see that Taker, every year we count him out. I mean, I didn't want to see him versus CM Punk last year at WrestleMania. It ended up being one of the best matches on the card. For the same reason that we can't count out Taker, we can't count out Michaels. I'm saying that I don't think it's going to happen. I'm not even going to put a dollar bet on him wrestling at WrestleMania 30. But if he does, it's going to be one hell of a match. I can guarantee you that. Michaels is the guy that's not going to come back. You can debate, and so many guys, like Mick Foley have come out and they've had, that one last match trying to recapture, what they once had. If you watch the Mick Foley documentary, which I'm sure everybody has, he goes into detail, and that's a big part of the ending of his documentary, was he said this is going to be his last match when he had the Hell in the Cell against Triple H. And then he got talked into being in the main event at WrestleMania. And then because he didn't think that really lived up to what it was, he came back and he did one more match. And that really wasn't what he thought it was going to be. And then they talked him into, working with Randy Orton so they could make Orton a star. And that was a great match, and that was so good that he did one more match. And that match wasn't what he thought it was going to be. Who knows when that last match is going to come that's going to be magic. And who knows if you go out there one more time and you fall on your face and you embarrass yourself. If I'm going to make a bet, I'm going to make a bet that Shawn Michaels doesn't embarrass himself. But there's always that chance that maybe, magic's not going to collide for this guy in WrestleMania. Plus, as a DVD collector, I feel slapped in the face, if he does come back and he wrestles one more time, because we're getting the Shawn Michaels WrestleMania collection, which I think is coming out in January, which is pretty stupid because, a lot of people already have all the WrestleMania DVDs, but I guess they've done the streak DVD with Undertaker. Maybe they'll just do Shawn's as well. I'm sure I'll buy it because I buy fucking everything on DVD with WWE. But for him to go out there and have one more match after DVD's already made and it's called the WrestleMania Anthology, Pretty freaking stupid. But this is Stevie Breach. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys want to see Shawn do it one more time? Do you believe that he can get back in the ring and have a 5-star match at WrestleMania? Peace out.